This is your statistics syllabus, which can be found on Canvas if you ever need to refer back to it or your parents would like to review it with you. My information is here as far as room number, and then my email is at the very end of the syllabus if you needed to ask me questions or share concerns. As far as getting help, I am the only teacher who teaches regular stats, but Mr. Balsley has the AP stats, and really I'm sure if you go to any math teacher, they can help you or point you in the right direction. Your success in this class is directly related to your work in and out of the classroom. You need to participate when in the classroom and practice outside of class on your own, seeking out extra help when needed. In the case of absences, you are responsible for making up lessons and materials promptly. Everyday materials include your Chromebooks, which need to be charged or have a charger with you so that you can be plugged in, and earbuds or headphones so that you can be watching the videos. Pencils and erasers would be preferred. As far as needing like markers or colored pencils when we're doing projects, I do have those for the classroom, so I wouldn't worry about getting your own if you didn't get them yet. And then a statistics folder would be great because you do get a lot of handouts and unit packets. Some other useful materials, you might want a notebook or loose leaf paper for your own peace of mind as far as where to keep some things, but like I said, you'll have unit packets for your actual material. And it wouldn't hurt to get your own graphing calculator, or if you know someone you can borrow from, because you cannot check out the calculators in the classroom. There will be applications of using a graphing calculator versus just your normal scientific calculator in this class. So, like I said, get your own or find somebody you can borrow from if you can't get your work done in class. We are still going to be using the traditional grading scale as far as monitoring your progress and grades. Your overall semester grade then will be based on the combination of your formative and summative assessments, which just means any practice we do, quizzes, tests, and projects, those all go into your grade, where tests and projects have a much larger weight on the overall grade. We will still try to use some proficiency language, so that just means I'm going to say, hey, you would be a 3.0 or a 2.0, but we are not actually in that proficiency-based grading or PBG class. As far as what we're going to be learning, we have 6 units we get through. So starting off with collecting data, you'll notice this is a lot of reading and writing versus many math equations. And we do get to watch a video or a movie, that goes with that, called the Stanford Prison Experiment. It's always one of my favorite parts of this class. But then we do move into our different types of data and being able to do some calculations and graphing. And then later in the semester we talk about probability. Math practices are part of Common Core, so these are the things we want you to be able to do as far as a math approach. And then our habits of work from the district. Being a student involves being prepared and organized, persevering, taking ownership of your learning, respect, and collaboration. As far as makeup work goes, so completeness, deadlines, and communication are part of the real world. You need to get your work done on time, so when it's assigned, do it. When it has a due date, turn it in by that due date. You can reach out to me about individual circumstances when they come up, but please make arrangements promptly to make up any missed assessments, like your tests and quizzes, so that you can get your feedback and kind of see where you're at. An excused absence will result in a blank number in the grade book for 1 week, like one IPR cycle, but then I will put in a 0 if you haven't completed the assessment until you have done it and I have it graded. If you had an unexcused absence, the grade is just going to be entered as a 0 until you've gone back to do it. This kind of helps me to avoid class skipping or skipping tests, because it's better to maybe do somewhat bad on a test than it is to get a 0. And I don't want to say you should come and get 60s on all your tests, but you do have reassessment options, so we're going to try to give you those opportunities. However, you can't just put off your assessments, so be ready for 0s to be in the grade book. The goal is that you do learn the standards, not that you complete assignments. Our math standards often build on from one to the next, so it's imperative that you strive for proficiency from the start, and when it's necessary, reassess in a timely manner. My discretion can be used to determine your timeline for when to reassess, like a deadline for that, and how many attempts you can have for reassessment and sort of the format of doing so. Finally, for classroom expectations, just like the PBIS expectations we have at BHS, you want to be here, you want to have respect, and you want to strive for greatness. And my room, obviously, as you can tell, has the flexible seating. So we do have those special expectations, and all of this was covered in our first day video, which you can also find on Canvas. So overall, I hope that you can make progress, feel success, and have fun this year. Most of you, if not all of you, are seniors, and I would like you to have one last awesome math class before you head on out of BHS. If you have questions or concerns about the class, please email me. Same thing, if your parents need to ask any questions or share concerns, they can send me an email as well. Thank you.